Hill and Rich. And we're expecting an intense battle in the front court tonight, Grant. Both teams with a lot of talent in those positions.
You know, B.A., it'll be an interesting matchup here with the talent and size of their front court. It should make this game extra challenging for these squads. They can't just count on being the dominant force down low. They'll have to get a little creative.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and 5. And it's McDaniels in at the 3.
Woo! The whole arena felt packed. Towns could just be merciless on offense.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Outside Morant. Pass to Bain. Jackson on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Launches it, and they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Outside Edwards. About a minute played here so far in the first. Here's Towns, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
What a beast inside. When Towns gets in tight, he's almost a sure thing. Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
Here's Morant, and he drops it in from the low post.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Here's Edwards. Towns passes to Gobert. Out of bounds, it'll be Memphis's ball. And we see Mike Miller in the crowd. He won 6th Man of the Year in a Grizzlies uniform.
You know, they could use some of his shooting right now as they're struggling to get it going.
And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity. And he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
Just 5 to shoot. Launches a 3. Doesn't go for him. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Towns down low. Defended by Jackson. Second chance effort. And the play by Towns inside. Towns has got 6.
Aggressive play by Towns on the glass. Recapturing possession so he can take it right back up.
Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard, man. Sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Towns finds Edwards. Now here's Russell. Over to the wing. Poke loose. And now the Grizzlies on the run. And he's going for the lob. Bain, no good.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Russell with the ball. Jackson in his pocket. Morant against Edwards. To the left wing. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Outside Bain. Jackson drawing the double team. Brooks outside. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
Here's Russell. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Pass to Edwards. It's McDaniels on the wing. Back to Edwards. Edwards is doubled. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Towns against Jackson. It's McDaniels on the wing. Here's Edwards, and he drives in. Oh, the swat by Adams.
Oh, a fantastic defender. Adams embraces his role on this team as their defensive anchor.
Here's Morant. Misses off the right iron. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Towns passes to Edwards. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. A chance to go 2 for 1.
And you really must play this just right.
And the dunk by Jackson.
There are not many players of his size that can go off the bounce and throw it down like Jaren Jackson Jr.
Russell, the pass to McDaniels. Now Gobert. To the wing, right side. The kick out to Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. McDaniels from long range. The rebound by Jackson. And here's Morant. It's a tie game in Memphis. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you think, guys?
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
Yeah, they're putting pressure on all the ball handlers, getting into the passing lanes and showing great anticipation.
On the court for Minnesota, filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Russell in at the point.
As Ja gets more consistent from range, he becomes that much more dynamic. And that, let me just tell you, that's going to be bad news for the rest of this league.
And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team.
Here's Towns. He's got 6. Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. Shot clock at 5. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. And the foul on Steven Adams. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Oh, it's stolen by Adams.
Good instincts to read the path and get in a position to pick it off.
Right side Morant. 4-3. McDaniels with the rebound. The Timberwolves trail. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Back to Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
So creative with the ball in his hands. Morant is adept at creating offenses for himself.
Pass to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Bain. Throws it up high. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Morant with it. Russell covering. Brooks the pass to Morant. Inside. Here's Jackson. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Just enough resistance to force them as barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Towns down low. Brooks defending. The shot by Towns, no good. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Up top, Morant. 9 points in the game. Pass to Bain. Back to Morant. Shot clock at 6. Bain, pass to Jackson. He buries it from 3. Jackson's got 5.
The potential of Jaren Jackson is endless. A center who has a tremendous J.
Bain against Edwards. Here's Towns. A rebound by Jackson. Memphis leading. Pass to Morant. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Brooks from outside. The shot, no good. The Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. And about Brooks, becoming a staple in the middle of this lineup, Richard.
Plays the 2 and 3 positions on the floor and scores it really well. But most importantly, he's out there for his defensive effort and intensity. He is a versatile player that any team would love to have.
Pass to Bain. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, and the ball out of play, Timberwolves will have it. 1:24 left to play in the first half. Now Russell. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Towns for 3. Outside for Russell. Outside Edwards. Shot to end the cold streak. Kept alive by Minnesota. McDaniels finds Towns. Here's Russell. Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally get the bucket.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Morant with it, now guarded by McDaniels. Brooks, the pass to Bain. Gets the 3 to fall. Bain's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Edwards against Jackson. Now here's Towns. Tight defense on him. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
Making his presence known with that swat. Jackson Jr. understands when to go after blocks.
From deep, Morant. He can't hit that time. Now here's Edwards. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Edwards got his first points of the game.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
It could go. Can't get it to drop. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Grizzlies out front, up by 5. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. We've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Boy, you got to like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
They've got Tyus Jones. He's out there with John Conchar. Green out there with Dylan Brooks. And it's Aldama in at the power forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins. Back to Jones. 5 to shoot. They set the screen. To the inside. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession. And legacies are defined in the playoffs. Game to game, what's the measure of greatness for a star player in your mind, Grant?
Well, B.A., I think it's all about consistency. The great ones in this league historically bring it every night. They may have a bad game here or there, but for the most part, the energy, the effort, and the consistency is always there.
Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Prince. Here's Noel. Anderson for 3. No luck on that one. And Memphis shooting at about 44% so far. Here's Aldama. Reed defending. To the paint. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Anderson, count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Pass to Aldama. Back to Jones. From deep, 6 to shoot. Not going to go that time. So Minnesota will take it the other way.
Since entering the league in 2015, Tyus Jones has proven to be as reliable as it gets. A multi-talented guard who plays to his strengths.
Here's McLaughlin. Fires from deep. Conchar pulls it in.
Yeah, that's a shame because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
Outside, Green. Outside, Jones. Puts up a three. The rebound by the Timberwolves. And what you appreciate about Jones is how under control he is, Richard. He's never in a rush.
It's what allows the game to come so naturally to him. He's skilled at keeping things very simple. Solid at setting the pace for himself and his squad.
Here's Anderson. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And now just a three-point Grizzly lead.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Jones, the pass to Green. Back to Jones. The three is up. Reed with the rebound.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Pass to Noel. Outside, Anderson. Here's McLaughlin. Back to Anderson. Misses in close. Memphis has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Jones, the pass to Brooks. Trying to get back on track. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Brooks has got his first 2 points.
Got it in deep, and that's how you do it.
We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter. Outside Jones. Left side Green. Here's Conchar. 5 on the clock. Pass to Brooks. Oh, and Reed with a block. Left side Anderson. 56 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Oh, he powered right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's going to be on Dylan Brooks. The free throw drops for Anderson. 50 seconds left in the third. Pass to Aldama. Back to Jones. The three ball. And they'll get another chance. Outside, Green to the wing on the left. Brooks with it. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That free throw misses.
At the line for Memphis, Dylan Brooks. 2 shots.
And the second free throw is good. The Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's Noel. Lays it up and banks it in.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Pass to Aldama. Just 3 on the clock. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Grizzlies out in front. They're up by 1. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
And from a team perspective, having your off-guard rip-off passes like that, it's awesome. It shows you have guys willing to give up the rock.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Setting the floor for the Timberwolves. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 slot. Here's Towns. And Powered home by Towns.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. Outside Morant. The three. That one doesn't drop. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Brooks from outside. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 7 tonight. Pass to Towns. Back to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Oh, he's got some hot. Morant, this man loves to attack the rim whenever he gets the chance. And when I mean any chance, I mean any chance.
Outside Russell. Tries the spin move. Pass to Towns. Outside Edwards. 5 to shoot. Hook it off the crossover. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Brooks a screen on Russell. Morant, the pass to Bain. Good, and the setup by Morant. It's a tie ball game.
I see ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Pass to Towns. Back to Russell. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Morant. And here's Jackson. Count the basket and the foul. That one on Russell. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
And in a close game like this, they can really rely on him to take care of business at the line.
Outside Edwards. Down low. Lets it go. And there's Towns on the assist by Edwards. Towns has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And in the big moments, Towns ups the ante, which allows him to knock down the important shots.
Russell against Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Get this man the ball, and he will make something happen. Morant rises to the occasion, man.
Here's Edwards. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
So the first one drops. And that brings him within 2 here. He's off on the free throw. Unable to get the second one to drop.
And they need to play good defense here. That trip to the line helped and hurt. Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Jackson, pass to Bain. Brooks outside. A minute 31 left to play in the fourth quarter. Adams finds Jackson. Fires the 3. Memphis the rebound. Adams the pass to Brooks. Bain against McDaniels. Jackson for 3. No good there.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Morant, pass to Brooks. And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That'll be a second foul of the game. Here's Morant. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So, and no surprise here. At this stage of the game, they're going to use the coach's challenge. Make them take another look at the call.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many previous players, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. This is anyone's game. So he told them, stay aggressive, stay hungry. We can't afford to let up on the energy out there. He's hoping they'll finish with a flurry. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Russell, the pass to Towns. And it's good. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Russell against Moran. Adams with a screen on Russell. Moran, pass to Adams. Outside for Brooks. 4 on the clock. And again, Memphis no good. So it's Minnesota now. Edwards with it. Here's Gobert. To tie it up. And they go to the intentional foul. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go.
Gobert often hits for a higher percentage from the field than he does from the line, but they really need his free throws here.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
And we have seen Morant step up as a leader, wanting to go to the stripe down the stretch.
Now a timeout called by Minnesota. They trail by 2. Only 2 seconds left in the fourth. All right, guys, what's your take?
I would honestly attempt to get the ball near the rim, because even if the shot doesn't fall, a quick putback will suffice.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it.
Conference rivals squaring off tonight in this one, Steve. It might be the regular season, but this has a playoff feel to it, doesn't it?
These are the type of games you love to watch in the regular season, Kevin. The fans will be rowdy, the players fully engaged. We got a good one tonight.
Here are the five for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point guard. Jackson misses.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
And here's Wall. Here's the three. Offensive rebound. Zubac kicks to Leonard. Wall with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Nobody near Leonard. Off target with his three. Covington with the steal. Pass to Zubac. Now here's George. Fires for three. Los Angeles with another miss. First quarter of play. 1 minute played.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
The kick out to Wall. Back to Covington. Morant with the steal. And another turnover here by Memphis. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. A three from Leonard. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, G8, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
Yeah, and I'm sure there are a few others, but give him credit to battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throw of the game here.
You know, the one thing Steven Adams gives you, night in and night out, is toughness. He helps your team set a physical tone.
And his competitiveness showing through, that's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Poke loose. Here's Leonard. Plays it up and banks it in.
You see the focus from Kawhi. When he's deep inside, he's locked in on scoring.
Grizzlies have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Morant scanning the floor. He takes it in, and Morant throws it down.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee.
And how about the read from John Wall? He knows the angles, sees the opportunity, and makes the right feed.
Now, here's Bain. Back to Morant. There's the three. Cranes the three-pointer. Morant's got 5 points so far.
Gotta honor Morant's three ball. He's more than capable of torching you from there.
Smitty with Memphis. What do they need right now to make a championship run this season?
Kevin, I think the pieces are all in place. It's a matter of luck on the injury front and staying focused when the pressure's on in the biggest postseason games.
And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Passes it to Covington. Back to Wall. Outside for George. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Covington passes to Leonard. Over Brooks. The offensive rebound on the wing, George. Here's Wall. Just 5 on the clock. Kicks it out to Covington. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3. That's on Jaren Jackson. Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And he hits the first of 3.
And guys, talk about the production that Covington brings to the table.
GA, he's been with quite a few teams, but he's been a starter most of his career. His presence on the defensive end, getting to the rim and scoring it, has been a treat.
And he nails the third. There's a minute left in the first. Morant with it. 7 points in the game. On the lane, Bain. Brooks finds Bain. Shot clock at 6. Morant with it. He's picked up by Wall. Morant passes to Jackson. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. .36 seconds left to play here in the first. Wall against Morant. And Wall with the slam.
And on the drive, Wall can be so sudden, striking before the defense gets a chance to load.
Morant kicks to Bain. Back to Morant. To the inside. Adams. Yep, it counts.
Great vision by John Morant. Has the passing talent to average double-digit assists.
Outside, Wall. And here's George for 3. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Clippers ahead. They lead by 2. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Establishing a paint presence early in the game, it really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
On top of that, they're creating turnovers and taking advantage by converting on the offensive end.
So for the Clippers right now, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the point. Morant against Wall. Adams down low. The Clippers grab the miss.
Get that weak stuff out of here. That's embarrassing.
The pass to Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by Jordan. Leonard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
What poise from Leonard on the catch and shoot. He gets the ball and calmly sinks the shot.
Bain passes to Brooks. Inside. Adams' shot is off. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Clippers. Here's Leonard. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Outside, Bain fires from deep. Connects from three-point range. Bain's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Smitty, expectations have been so high for this Clippers team in recent seasons with the addition of Kawhi and the addition of Paul George and the other great parts around him.
They've got a lot of terrific players, Kevin. On paper, they look playoff ready. So those expectations aren't so misplaced.
Bain finds Brooks. Back to Bain. Morant outside. It's deflected. Zubac the pass to Leonard. Back to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
George against Bain. 6 to shoot. It's rebounded by Leonard.
Woo, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
All with it. Now defended by Bain. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Leonard kicks to Wall. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Bain passes to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bain read the defense perfectly.
Wall looking for an opening. Feeds it to Covington. Leonard on the wing. Back to Covington. Fires the three. He can't get that one. And Memphis the other way now. Morant outside. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Well, Greg, we see it every year. Those overachieving teams in the NBA. What enables them to be greater than the sum of their parts?
Well, listen, luck can play a part, but confidence is a huge factor as well. If you walk into that gym every night believing you'll find a way to win, oftentimes you do.
Watch how Adams puts his physique to work, grinding up the defense and finding an inside shot.
Ball pass to Leonard. And he drives in. Outside, George. Here's Covington. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Just 3 to shoot. Zubac finds Covington. Once again.
Some scouts were surprised when Jackson's wingspan was measured over 7'5". That's a huge number, especially when you talk about contesting shots.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. Morant right side. Up top, Bain. Jackson setting the pick here for Bain. Left side, Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
He's a smooth athlete. Even on a straight dunk, you can see Jaren's ease of movement in the air.
Ball against Morant. Kicks it out to Leonard. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Here's Morant. He has 7. Takes a 3. No good. And here's Wall outside. No good on the last second attempt there.
With long arms and great footwork, John Morant is a constant.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the... Second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
You know, you almost take it for granted. When you look at his numbers from the first half, they're just expected at this point.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. And here is Los Angeles now. A 2-point game. They've got Dylan Brooks. Tyus Jones out there with Green. And it's Conchar in at the 2 guard. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Jackson finds Morris. Lets it go with a 3. It's rebounded by Memphis.
For decades, the Clippers were almost directionless. But they found their place in the NBA, becoming a franchise that competes in the West.
Here's Aldama, guarded by Powell. 5 to shoot. For the lead. Aldama can't hit. And the West, you know, is very difficult. But Steve, for the Clippers, how much of their success is tied to their identity?
Kevin, a lot of it. They've become a hard-nosed team, hanging their hat on defense, playing together, making opponents earn everything they get.
Kennard kicks to Morris. It's tipped. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Out to the right wing. Here's Conchar. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. The Clippers in the lead. Here's Batum. And the basket is good. And he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
He's 6'8", 230 pounds. Nicholas Batum is able to power through contact for the and one opportunity. You know what makes Nicholas Batum indispensable? When they need him in the paint, he's there. When they need him on the perimeter, he's there.
Gets an open look and hits. Third quarter of play. Just over a minute and a half gone by. Jackson against Jones. It's Powell on the wing. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And with Batum, his versatility has earned him a lot of minutes over his career.
Kevin, reason why? When you got a guy who can guard a wing and get you points in the paint, that'll always get you some floor time.
Aldama. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And so Powell will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Here's Batum, and there it is for him. Batum's got his second basket of the game.
Showing the versatility, Nicholas Batum attacking in the lane and challenging that defense.
Jones dishes to Green. Memphis moving it around. Here's Aldama. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Out to Morris. Back to Kennard. To the paint. Here's Jackson. It's blocked. And he gets it back. Back to Kennard. Just 4 to shoot. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. And the Clippers lead by 5.
We've seen Kennard steadily increase his three-point shots. Terrific accuracy here.
Aldama passes to Jones. Over Jackson. Kennard with the rebound. Clippers leading by 5. Jackson kicks to Morris. Offline with his 3. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Here's Conchar. The shot, no good. Clippers have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Powell finds Batum. 1:05 left to play in the third. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Aldama. Pass to Green. Out to the right wing. Launches a 3. Aldama can't hit.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
It's Powell on the wing. Pass to Jackson. That's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Brooks, the pass to Jones. Back to Brooks. And he finishes nicely on the way. Brooks has got his first points of the game.
Challenging the heart of the defense on that play. Brooks daring someone to stop him.
Jackson down low, defended by Jones. And here we go, the Grizzlies on a fast break. Basket good. Now just a 1-point Los Angeles lead.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a 10-ball game here. Clippers lead by 1. And do not go. 3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. The Grizzlies shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the 1. Here's Bain. And he banks in the layup. Baines got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Grizzlies. Outside, Wall. Outside, Covington. Wants to get him to Zubac. And does. And the rejection by Morant. Now here's Jackson. Adams finds Jackson. Outside, Bain. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got 5 rebounds tonight. George passes to Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Morant dishes to Jackson. Pass to Bain. Jackson with the screen. And there's the pass to Morant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Banked in off the glass. 9 points for John Morant.
Challenging the heart of the defense. John Morant can beat you with the pass or the shot.
Outside for George. Outside Leonard. Pass to Wall. Leonard on the wing. Brooks covering. And Adams sends it back.
Look at Adams using all of his impressive reach. Firmly swatting that shot away.
Bain passes to Brooks. Dishes to Adams. Wall grabs the board. And so it's Wall. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Leonard kicks the Wall. Pass to Covington. Clippers moving the ball around. And the dunk by Zubac.
They continue to battle out there. So close to taking the lead.
The direction this game is headed is going to come down to a couple key buckets by either team.
Brooks outside. Outside, Payne. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Now, here's Morant with 3. The Grizzlies with another miss. Clippers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's Zubac. And Adams sends it back. Outside, Payne. Over to the wing. Ball against Morant. Here's Adams. Another shot. He lays it in. And we'll get a look at how the hustle step game has been going for Memphis.
It's easy for me. Look at their defensive effort all game. The block total shows their commitment to contesting shots.
And another difference maker for them has been their opportunistic defense. That they are really piling up the steals in this one.
The kick out to Wall. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Hate to see that. I know everyone's mind is on the play, but you got to protect the ball.
Memphis leading. 1:12 left in the fourth quarter. Morant reaches to Jackson. Back to Morant. From downtown, it's hauled in by Zubac.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Ball passes to Covington. Nice move. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
A pretty dependable free throw shooter. Covington in a pressure situation.
And he does get the second one. And that ties the game up.
He wanted to get his team the lead, and even though he didn't, he should feel good. At least he tied it up.
44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Morant. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
An exciting player with a bright future. Morant knows he has to come up big when needed.
He sinks the clutch free throw. And so he drops them both. It's a 2-point ball game.
No doubt about those free throws. This is why you put the ball in his hands.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. There's 39 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What's your take?
Hey, they do have enough time here. If they shoot quickly to get the 2-for-1, we'll see if they try.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Batum's checked in. And now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He said, this is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. He really is fired up about this game, Kevin.
Okay, David, thanks. And Wall kicks to George. Over in the corner, Batum. From 18 feet away. It's good! A huge shot to tie it up.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the net.
And so the timeout by Taylor Jenkins here.
All right, fellas, stand up and get loud.
Morant with a wide open look. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. And small and power forwards, Leonard and Batum. Paul George is out there with Wall, and it's Zubac in its center. Bucket is good. Morant's got the first basket here in overtime for Memphis.
Elite ball handler who can hit from every spot on the floor. Morant lighting them up tonight.
Here's Wall, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
That free throw, no good.
And there's a lot of nuance to Wall's game. People talk about his speed and things like that, but his instinct and skill are equally as important, if not more so.
And for Memphis, they're shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Now Morant. Kicks it to Adams. Outside Jackson. Memphis moving that ball around. Clock at 4. Morant finds Bain. The tray. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And it's Batum with the ball. Bringing it up for the Clippers. Ball against Morant. And Wall. Here we go now. The dish to Batum. This is it to George. With the crossover, and George at the stop.
Paul George loves these situations. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to deliver.
Brooks, the pass to Morant. Here's Bain. Back to Morant. A free ball. Gets it from three-point range. Morant's got the lead up to 2 now for Memphis.
He lives for moments like this because he wants to be the guy to hit the clutch shot.
Wall dishes to Batum. Leonard on the wing. Batum a screen on Brooks. Leonard the pass to Zubac. And Wall kicks to Leonard. Pass to Zubac. They turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
This is what we talk about, valuing each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
Now the Grizzlies with it. Overtime in full swing here. 2 minutes off the clock. Brooks with no one around. That 3 off the mark.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
George looking over the floor. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Morant outside. Driving to the basket. That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
And the Clippers call time here. They're down by 4. We've got 33 seconds left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. George dishes to Batum. Leonard the pass to Batum. And here's George. 5 on the clock. Yes!
No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
And they commit an intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble a game.
And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, no way that should have taken so long. They don't have that much time to waste. They need to foul immediately.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
The confidence Morant has in himself is impressive. He brushes pressure off like it's nothing.
Big moment at the line. As poised as you get, this thing is done.
So a close game sees Memphis take this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up.
that know a thing or two about ball movement, Grant.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purist.
So here's the Clippers starting group. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Even Zubats out there with Robert Covington. And it's Wall in at the one.
You know, for a 6'9" forward, Covington really handles the ball well. I mean, you can trust him with the rock.
Spins. Edwards, the pass to Towns. Russell against Wall. Back to Towns. Pass to Russell. 4 on the clock. Here's McDaniels. The shot that time not on target. The Clippers go the other way with it. Russell against Leonard. Outside Covington. And here's Wall. And the layup is good off the glass.
And he's got great length for a point guard, and Wall repeatedly is able to do damage inside because of it. It's always fun seeing the electric John Wall at the point. I mean, he's got a skill set really suited to running a high-speed NBA offense.
Now here's Gobert. Back to Edwards. Outside McDaniels. Knocked away. It's stolen by Leonard. In transition, here come the Clippers. George finds Leonard. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And teams have to tailor their defense knowing that Wall is going to be running the break.
Well, the thing that makes Wall special to me, BA, is his blow-by ability. His speed, his passing, his decision-making combined. But it's that blow-by ability that sets him apart when he's healthy.
Russell against Wall. Russell to pass to McDaniels. Outside for Russell. Shot clock at 5. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. The 3.
A strong defender is John Wall, capable of guarding multiple positions. He wants to shut down whoever he's assigned to.
Here's Zubats. Good work defensively by Towns.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lane.
Edwards. And such a nice move to make that bucket possible.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's George. It's Covington on the wing. Back to George. Pass to Wall. And the big finish by Wall.
Boy, Wall giving me some evidence of that bounce. Throwing it down with authority.
Russell to pass to Edwards. Tries the spin move. Back to Russell. It's stolen by Leonard. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Here's George. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, when you shoot it as good as Paul George shoots it, it's hard to stay down on his shot fake. It's really remarkable how he gets defenders to bite on it more times than not.
George hits them both.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success. He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Wall, the pass to George. 6 on the shot clock. Ooh, it's stolen away. Wall against Edwards. No good. Excellent D there from Wall. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Out of bounds, the Timberwolves will take it. The Timberwolves trail. Outside Edwards. 46 seconds left in the opening quarter. Pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
George passes to Wall. George against Edwards. Back to George. Clock at 6. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. And Gobert with a block.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots. And he just powered through contact trying to complete the play.
Yeah, he almost got that one down. I mean, those are the kind of aggressive plays coaches love to see.
He hits. The second from the line.
And, you know, we all know how talented Towns is. Now it's time for him to up the ante and do big things in the playoffs.
The kick out to Wall. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The Clippers. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
Well, we've watched them force their way to the line, and it seems to be working so far.
Yeah, this is how you can keep a crowd quiet, though. I mean, methodically score at the line and take some of that energy away from the fans. They don't like to have the action stop and the opposing team scoring.
So here are the 5 for the Clippers to start the second. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. George passes to Covington. And Gobert with a block. Edwards with it. And it's Leonard picking him up. Pass to Gobert. Back to Edwards. Now Gobert. Outside Russell. Just 5 to shoot. To the middle. Zubac with the steal. Here we go. One-on-one. Here's Leonard. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Los Angeles.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far. Really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
You know, another point I'd like to add is that they've had tremendous success early on converting turnovers and turning those into points.
Here's Edwards following the score by the Clippers. And he banks in the layup.
Posed and cool effort from Edwards inside. Not rushing himself or forcing a bad shot. Taking what's available.
Leonard outside. Three-pointer. Towns with a rebound. And Minnesota has possession. They trail by 1. And Towns' three-pointer is the lead. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Grant?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
Now here's George. Can't connect from short range. Well, Clark, you've got your good players in the league. But then there's that group that is in that elite category. What type of player commands that kind of respect?
Well, I think it's a guy who shows up every day but produces at a high level. I think you probably tip your hat to scores in that case, but there's a lot of respect and cachet given to outstanding defenders. Anybody that's excellent consistently, I think, gets a level of respect that's special.
Now here's Edwards. Stolen by Wall. Leonard outside. George against Edwards. The kick out to Wall. Covington, a screen on Russell. Wall, the pass to Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was...
The previous play is under review.
In 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Make some noise. All right, Timberwolves fans, here come the First Avenue Breakers. Give it up for your First Avenue Breakers.
The free throw drops for Leonard. That one's no good. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Russell.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Now Wall. And there's the drive.
Boy, that was a sweet take by Wall.
Once he gets a little momentum going towards the hoop, he's almost impossible to stop.
The first free throw is good.
At the line for the Clippers, John Wall.
And so Wall nails them both. And so it's Minnesota with it. 4-point game. Outside Edwards. Towns down low. Working on Covington. Back to Russell. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
Despite the wiry frame, taking it up strong inside, and D'Angelo will get free throws.
He misses the free throw. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. The Clippers have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Here's Covington. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. And the Clippers lead by 6. Pass to Edwards. It's stolen by Leonard. The ball's knocked loose. And stolen by Edwards. McDaniels finds Gobert. He can't get that one to fall. And Los Angeles the other way now. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Edwards with it. Guarded now by George. Outside Russell. There's a minute 17 left to play in the first half. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Slithering inside, D-Lo. That's Russell's length helping him convert against pressure.
Wall against Russell. George outside. Pass to Zubac. Over Gobert. And Zubac with the basket on the assist by George.
You know, after averaging just 1 assist per game as a rookie, George has really upgraded his passing game.
Russell against Wall. Towns with the ball. Left side, Russell. 6 on the shot clock. Edwards, the pass to Russell. Back to Edwards. Deflected! Leonard with the ball. Out to Covington. Pass to George. Back to Covington. Beyond the arc. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall.
Really a complete defender.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. The flow of the game has favored them in general. But hey, the tide can shift. And more NBA action on 2K Sports. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Boy, great performance here from John Wall.
He's been so disruptive defensively in the first half. His fast hands pick plenty of pockets.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
Jordan McLaughlin out there with Jalen Noel. Then there's Torian Prince. Then there's Nas Reed, and it's Anderson in at the 4-man position. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. Here's Jackson. Nice touch on the shot from close range. Jackson's got his first bucket in this one.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Pass to McLaughlin. Outside, Anderson lets it go from deep. Rebound by the Clippers. Morris with it. Guarded now by Anderson. It's tipped. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. A slam dunk by Reed.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Powell passes to Batum. Shoots. Banked it in off the glass.
This is what Batum is known for, an active scorer who has a lot of confidence in his jumper.
Pass to Prince. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jackson. Here's McLaughlin. And the foul called on Luke Kennard. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Anderson inside, guarded by Morris. Just 5 on the clock. Powell with a steal.
Just an unacceptable turnover. You have to know where you are on the court.
And they know that. I mean, maybe it's a mistake that'll sharpen their focus a little bit going forward.
Hey, you can't block it. Sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Here's Noel, defended by Kennard. Pass to Anderson. Back to Noel. Shot clock at 6. Outside, Anderson. Over Morris. Another miss by Minnesota. The Clippers in the lead. Powell passes to Batum. Out to Powell. Kennard outside. From deep. Pure from 3-point range. Kennard's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
2 minutes.
Pass to Reed.
2 minutes.
The turnaround Jay. Here's Noel. Nice shot from the wing.
Somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. You know, Nas Reed initially went undrafted in 2019.
Hey, B.A., that happens to plenty of talented guys. The NBA is a hard league, and a lot of good players have to sometimes go through things to make it. Luckily, systems like the G League give players like Nas Reed an opportunity to grow and go there. So you keep growing like Reed did, and eventually you might find yourself in the NBA.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. And there's the call on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Pass to Noel. Outside, Anderson. Here's Prince. Back to Anderson. Right wing. No one near him. Prince can't hit. Well, Los Angeles shooting has been excellent so far, around 56%. Morris against Anderson, and he lays it up and in.
No need to risk a shot from range when you can take it inside.
Now here's Jackson. Lets it fly. Kicks it out to Kennard. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Batum. The shake. Another shot. The shot misses. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Anderson passes to Reed. Here's McLaughlin. Kicks it out to Anderson. Pass to McLaughlin. Here's Prince. Defended by Jackson. Anderson for three. That shot, no good. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Appearing in control, but could still use. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the two-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. Jackson and Kennard, the guards. Norman Powell out there with Marcus Morris. And it's Batum in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Covington passes to Wall. Now Zubac. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. McDaniels with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. Edwards finds Towns. Outside McDaniels. Wall against Russell. It's stolen by Wall. George outside. Leonard on the wing. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in the game. Edwards, a pass to McDaniels. George against Edwards. George outside. And George with the jam.
Boy, George rising up with great confidence and strength. Threw it down with authority.
George against Edwards. And Gobert with the stuff.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, BA.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Over to the left wing. Towns for 3. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end, tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
Yeah, one thing I think they should continue doing is attacking the break. Because right now, this defense has no answer for them when they do this.
It's George on the wing. From outside the arc, drains the triple. George has got 6 in the quarter.
Able to stretch the floor with his shooting, Paul George takes great pride in knocking down those triples.
And Edwards, here we go. Russell up top. It's Edwards on the wing. George defending. Russell against George. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Outside Covington. Outside Wall. Doesn't go that time. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting about 48% from the floor. Pretty good. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Another miss by Minnesota. No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
George outside. Covington, a screen on Edwards. 6 to shoot. Here's George. Out to Leonard. Fires for 3. George passes to Covington. Wall with it. Russell covering. Now here's Zubac. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. With the drive. And it's blocked by Wall.
Well, there's not much John Wall can't do defensively when he's focused because he's really athletic and fast.
The three, George sinks it from distance. George has got 9 points now in the second half.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Clippers.
Well, I have to comment on their strong performance tonight at the charity stripe.
And it might have won them the game. The ability to draw fouls and capitalize can be a real difference maker.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Paul George.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
Pass to Zubac. Leonard for three. And it's Gobert with a rebound. So it's Minnesota now, down by 15. And here's Edwards. There's 37 seconds left to play in the fourth.
Great use of the dribble drive by Edwards there, earning himself a trip to the line.
First team foul.
He's off on the first.
At the line for the Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards.
Good on the second one.
And trying to cut into this deficit, tough to leave any points on the table.
Got a piece of it. Gobert passes to Edwards. It's rebounded by Zubac. But Grant, it's obvious who's been in control of this game.
You know, you really have to appreciate their relentlessness.
And here's Minnesota now. Russell, the pass to Gobert. Uses the glass on the layup.
And for Gobert, his offense continues to catch up with the elite defense. He's becoming a legitimate two-way threat.
George, a deep three. Off on that one. So it's the Clippers winning this one easily. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by.
All right, Allie, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce.
Guard matchups, and tonight it's all about the front courts and not the back court. But nonetheless, it should be fun.
No doubt, Kevin. These front courts are big, they're dynamic, they're physical. A number of these guys can shoot it from great range. This should be one heck of a show.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the center position. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. McDaniels dishes to Russell. Back to McDaniel. And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Russell finds Towns. Back to Russell. Just 5 to shoot. Passes to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
This, to me, is an improving aspect of D'Angelo Russell's game. Reading the pick and roll. Nicely done.
And now in the final year of his contract, D'Angelo Russell trying to get back to that all-star level and the promise that got him that last 4-year deal.
And stolen by Russell. And Towns gets it to go.
Boy, for a man his size, Towns does a sensational job running the floor.
And after a lackluster performance in last year's playoff, Russell has some making up to do.
Yeah, and the efficiency has been a problem. Now, if you're a player whose primary value is at the offensive end, you can't just be a volume scorer. Yeah, the defender all over.
This is his first free throw of the game. And the first one drops.
Already embracing his role as a leader on this team. Morant brings a strong work ethic and winning mentality to this team. And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
Pass to Towns. Russell against Morant. Russell passes to Edwards. It's not going to go for him. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past. Just keep evolving as a team. Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And how about that display of athleticism by Morant, flying up in the air for the jam.
And Edwards with the stop.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Russell against Morant. And finished off by Morant.
You got to close off those avenues to Morant. Once he gets in one, he is focused on dropping the hammer.
Morant with the steal. Jackson with it. He's picked up by Russell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
And guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
Outside Edwards. Stolen by Jackson. To the wing on the left. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Good on the three-point shot. Morant's got 9.
And no question, Morant has the range. Now he's working on the consistency, but the shot looks good.
McDaniels kicks to Edwards. Pass to Russell. Dishes it to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact.
Now Morant. He's got 9. Outside, Payne. Back to Morant. From the arc. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
And relentless in his attack, Morant is wearing down the defense, putting up some huge numbers here tonight.
Russell passes to Towns. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Karl Anthony Towns said he believes that he is the greatest big man shooter of all time. What do you think?
Well, Kev, I think a guy by the name of Dirk Nowitzki might have a thing or two to say about it, but I love Karl Anthony Towns' attitude. You have got to believe in your skills if you're going to have the kind of success that Cat has had in this league, and we know he is lethal from deep.
And a wide open look for Payne. His 3-pointers off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 3. Edwards drives in. A shot, no good. Nice D from Brooks. Morant outside. It could go. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Grizzlies. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. Guys, what's your take on the Grizzlies so far?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
And this is why coaches say be aggressive. As long as you're playing smart, good things tend to happen, even if you're on the road.
Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Now the pass to Bing. that time from Edwards.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Out to Russell. Adams against Edwards to the right side. 4 on the shot clock. McDaniels dishes to Towns. Sinks the three-pointer. Towns has got 7.
This is what your offense is designed to do. Get Karl Anthony Towns something in rhythm.
Passes it to Jackson. And the foul called on Edwards. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Morant scanning the floor. 2 points. That one goes. 14 points for him. You know, Greg, we know to win at the highest level, you need your star players to show up in the big game. With that in mind, what's the key?
You know, it's their will and their ability to fight. If you look at the great ones, even when things haven't gone their way, they continue to scratch and claw and do everything in their power to try and get the W.
4 on the clock. Russell finds Towns. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Here's Morant. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Here is Russell. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Edwards drives in. And oh, the block shot grabs it out of the air. Jackson with it. Now guarded by Towns. Adams down low. Edwards there. Adams' shot is good. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
Listen, there is a touch and a confidence about Steven Adams. If he's in the paint, he will get it done.
Edwards passes to Towns. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And here is Bain. Outside for Jackson. 3-pointer. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Now it's a 5-point Grizzly lead.
Oh, quick thinking from Jackson. When he's rising and firing fast, you know he's in the zone.
Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam. You see some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Morant passes to Bain. 1:36 left in the first half of the game. Morant kicks to Jackson. This one for 3. That one's not going to go. And Minnesota will come the other way. Towns, the pass to Edwards. Back to Towns. There's the dribble. It's rebounded by Memphis. Morant with a wide open look. And it's off from 3-point range. Timberwolves trail by 3. Outside, Russell. Towns against Jackson. Outside, Russell. Stolen by Jackson. That one goes in. Morant's got the lead up to 5 now for the Grizzlies.
Out in the open court, few defenders can match up with Morant. He's too fast and skilled.
Down low. Here's Gobert. Drops in the layup for 2. Gobert's got 6 points.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Outside Jackson. 17 seconds left here in the second. Bain with it. He's picked up by Russell. Back to Bain. For the three. It doesn't go for him. And that'll do it for the first half of the competitive game so far.
The Grizzlies, 22.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' spot. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tipping.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Here's Jackson. And they'll get another chance. Morant passes to Jackson. Count it. Good. Jackson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And that is quickly becoming Jackson's domain. He's such a strong finisher in the paint.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. Right. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. And that one, good. Reed got his first basket.
When you watch Taurean Prince play, you know it's about team. This guy finds the open man and loves delivering it.
Tillman passes to Jones. Pass to Aldama. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's Noel. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense, you'd like to see him knock that one down.
Right wing. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Aldama passes to Tillman. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's McLaughlin. Finished off the break. And the Timberwolves lead by one.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
Jones, the pass to Concho. Jones looking for an opening. Reed with the block. Outside Prince. Pass to Reed. Puts the move on. And it's good on the way-in. Reed's got 4 points in the quarter.
Hey, guys, he has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Jones, the pass to Concho. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by McLaughlin.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
That one transformed. And now a 5-point Timberwolves lead.
Well, they're trying to establish their attack down in the paint, and make no mistake, these help their overall confidence.
Jones gets to Green. Back to Jones. Memphis moving it around. Aldama passes to Tillman. Shot clock at 5. Trying to end the drought. The shot that time, not on target. Timberwolves go the other way with it. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
And the pass to Reed. To the middle. Here's McLaughlin. A beautiful reverse layup. McLaughlin's got the lead up to 7 now for the Timberwolves.
Beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Kept alive. Tillman's shot is off.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
To the wing right side. Kicks it out to Prince. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Passes it to Tillman. The shot game clock separated by 4. Back to Jones. Here's Noel. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Anderson finds Reed. Kicks it out to Prince. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves bringing the quarter to a close. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. We've got Prince, Naz Reid out there with Kyle Anderson, and it's McLaughlin in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Stolen by Jackson. Brooks, the best to Adams. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Oh, smart dish there by Brooks to a wide open man. Getting him the assist and his team some needed points.
Minnesota calls timeout. And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I listened in on what Chris Finch was talking about with his players. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. Edwards dishes to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Well, Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
Morant outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
And another theme in this game, to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
Russell against Morant. To the paint. Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Boy, this guy's such an instinctive passer. D'Angelo Russell could average double-digit assists if he wanted to.
Here's Morant. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Boy, that defense must be better. Anthony Edwards getting it done on the interior.
Out to Brooks. Back to Morant. Stolen by McDaniels. Towns finds Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Boy, with the kind of motor Edwards plays with, doesn't give the defense much of a chance to catch him in transition. Nicely done, Anthony.
Back to Morant. Jacks up a 3. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Edwards passes to McDaniels. Russell looking around. Back to McDaniel. Just 5 to shoot. Brooks on the double team. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Lets the 3 fly. At basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that 3-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
Morant outside. From deep. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 12. Russell kicks to Edwards. 1:37 left in the fourth quarter of this one. At the elbow, it's Gobert. Brooks with it. Picked up by Edwards. Russell against Morant. Here's Jackson. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And here's a guy that's not in coast mode. Jackson going to give it all he has every minute he's on the floor. That's how he earns the and one.
Now here's Edwards. Inside. Here's Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Carl Anthony Towns, too big, too strong, too high off his feet.
Morant with it. It's Payne atop the key. Gobert with the block.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Minnesota.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
Well, listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance. But, in particular, a real good game it was for Anthony Edwards.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. "17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside, Russell. To Edwards on deep, off target with that shot, and so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Well, when we look at tonight, this could come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Moran and Bade in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the center position. Now here's Wall. And the big finish by Wall.
Getting up and finishing with muscle. Love seeing Wall attack the basket with ferocity.
Here's Moran. Soft touch off the glass.
Nice way to start the game. That's where you'd like to get your shots from.
Wall, the pass to Leonard. First quarter of play, a minute in. The kick out to Wall. Shot clock at 6. And the foul on Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Leonard.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Here's Wall. After the basket by Memphis. Pass to Zubac. Covington against Jackson. Covington passes to Wall. Back to Covington. The leaner. That one no good. And it's Memphis the other way.
Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building, and it just looks incredible.
There's Jackson with the three. Hits a three-pointer.
We've watched Morant get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter.
Morant against Wall. Leonard on the wing. Back to Wall. Pass to Zubac. Over Adams. George against Bain. Oh, Adams with the block.
Well, he can be intimidating. Steven Adams, such a big frame down there, and great timing on that block.
George with a steal. Here's Wall. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
And you can tell they're in sync right now, expertly turning the steal into fast break points.
Amen. And the Clippers felt they needed to build their own arena to establish some identity.
Yeah, no doubt about it that they could be their own franchise away from the shared building with the Lakers. And for so long in LA, they've been treated as sort of a second-rate team, and that just shouldn't happen. So having their own arena, that's moving them well into the right direction.
Now here's Wall. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take two from the free throw line.
Standing at 6'4", Wall is a big point guard. That size along with his handles help him operate inside.
And he sinks the second. And the Grizzlies with possession here. It's a 5-point game. Wall against Morant. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Pass to Covington. To the paint. Stolen by Bain. Jackson outside. And again, it's Memphis with a three.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
You wondered if they would take some time to find their A game. They did it at jump ball. They've been awesome.
We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first. George outside. Leonard for three. Knocks down the triple. Leonard's got 5 points.
The defense has got to try to hassle Kawhi Leonard as much as they possibly can, especially at the arc. He's too accurate.
Morant with it. He's got 11. Again, the Grizzlies. Good for 2 more.
Oh, explosive crossover. How's that for a move?
Here's Leonard. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got 4 assists in the game. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Memphis Grizzlies. His fingerprints were all over that quarter.
And your Clippers Houston team. Here we go.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Well, we've seen them take advantage of the lanes given to them so far. The defense isn't plugging it up, and it's being exploited.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Memphis leading. And here's Morant. Bain. On the wing, Brooks. This one for three. And Wall pulls it down.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
George outside. He takes it in. The 11-footer. Leonard can't get it to go. Memphis with the ball. They've led by as much as 10. Outside Morant. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Here's George. And the jam by George.
Well, Paul George anticipating contact, preparing for it. Just how smooth the finish was that, Kevin. You think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career that had to have come around 2021, that season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season.
5 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot. There's Jackson with the three. The shot off that time. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Here's Covington. Excellent D there from Morant. Well, we're glad, though, that Leonard took the time to fully recover, Brent.
Yeah, B.A., you have to prioritize your health as a player. Kawhi has had his scares throughout his career, but him being fully healthy is going to help him unleash his full game on any opponent. So getting him back to 100% a priority for him and the team.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Pass to Jackson. Moran against Wall. Back to Jackson. On the wing, Brooks. Jackson on the wing. Outside for Moran. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Morant's got 15.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in a zone, he stays aggressive.
Wall, the pass to Covington. The kick out to Wall. Now Leonard. Let's go with a three. And Morant clears the board. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Inside. Rebound by the Clippers. It's George on the wing. Guarded by Bain. And George with the jam.
How about the handles of a guy like Paul George at his size being able to rip around and has total confidence in his ability to score.
Ball against Morant. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
Man, the defender really went after him.
A unique talent. Ja Morant has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Well, Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
Wall. No good on the shot. Excellent D there from Morant. Brooks, right side. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. The free throw drops for Brooks. The Clippers have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you. Morant finds Bain. Brooks outside. Bain against George. Blocked. Leonard against Brooks. Leonard can't get it to go. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Moran against Wall. Jackson with a screen on Wall. Ooh, Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up, so maybe just a step too far.
Paul George taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
And George wants to compete for titles, especially considering that he's in the back half of his career.
George hits them both.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's the Grizzlies leading.
The Grizzlies, 25.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Taylor Jenkins. They've got John Conchar. Also, Tyus Jones out there. Danny Green is out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Aldama in at the 4-man position. Pass to Clark. Here's Conchar. Powell covers. Back to Clark. 6 on the shot clock. Tries yet again. Here's Aldama. Outside. Green. Kicks it out to Clark from 6 feet away. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Pass to Conchar. And if you're just joining us, we played just over a minute here in the third. Great open look there. You know, in baseball, Grant, they have a term, a 5-tool player. In the NBA these days, it's similar. You need those well-rounded players to succeed.
I like the baseball reference, but you're spot on, B.A. It's all about bringing versatility to the game. Players that can shoot, pass, dribble, defend, and rebound. And I'll throw it even in there, lead and play selfless basketball. Those kind of guys that can do it all, that's a recipe for success in the NBA.
Jones' shot is good.
Now, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
The Clippers call timeout. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Now here's Jackson. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
Good handles from Reggie. The kids would tell you Reggie's in his bag.
Pass to Aldama. Here's Conchar. Now here's Clark. The shot won't fall. Batum with the defensive effort. Jackson, pass to Morris. And the ball out of play. The Grizzlies will have it. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Outside Jones. On the wing, Green. Back to Jones. Clock at 6. Pass to Aldama. Oh, good work defensively by Morris. The Clippers have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. The drive by Powell. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
That ability to shoot is going to give Norman Powell some driving lanes with which he can exploit.
Norman Powell at the line for 2.
No good on the second free throw. Memphis leading. Green in the post. Working on Powell. On the wing, Conchar. Tipped away. Outside Jones. Outside Green for three. And again, Memphis no good.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
Pass to Kennard. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
And Batum playing with some aggressiveness here, drawing that foul.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. 1:31 left in the third. Pass to Conchar. Outside, Green. Jones with the ball. And a nice finish on the layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 3.
Danny Green is such a fantastic system player, and this is a pretty fantastic system, so it's working out well.
Jackson, the pass to Kennard. This for the tie! Fires in the triple. Kennard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team, just fighting.
And the basket by Aldama.
Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
Morris outside. Powell passes to Morris. And that misses. That would have put him up. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Conchar. Outside for Green. Clark in the post. Now covers. Count that bucket.
Great use of the bounce pass. Thumbs down on that one. Tough to defend against.
Powell outside. Over Green. And that's not going to go. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Grizzlies out in front, up 4. We'll take a quick break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing is part of your responsibilities in today's game.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Here's Morant. Pass to Bain. And stolen by Leonard. And here's the fast break. Jumps up. And the dunk by Leonard.
What a play by Leonard there. Gets up the court so fast, and nothing's going to stop him from finishing strong.
Now Morant. There's the drive on the wing. Bain. It doesn't go for him. And Los Angeles the other way now. Leonard left side. Outside Covington. The kick out to Wall. Leonard with the ball. Checked by Brooks. 5 on the clock. Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
And what a comeback. Do they have enough left to maintain this energy and get the win?
This is a testament to this team's fortitude, never giving up. Folks, we've got a new ballgame.
Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Apparently, he didn't appreciate giving up points.
I mean, just throws it down right in the man's face. Wall, the pass to George. Back to Wall. Kicks it to George. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Right side Morant. From the arc. Covington grabs the board. Los Angeles has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Leonard against Adams. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. That's on Steven Adams.
With those long arms and with the high release point, Leonard is practically daring you to foul him.
It's both from the stripe. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here's Morant. Here's the three. And it's Morant again missing. And for the Clippers, they're shooting it at 52%. Pass to Leonard to take the lead. And it's Bane with the rebound. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Here's Morant.
And then Morant with the jam. Can you say prime time player Morant? He enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game.
And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Memphis.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
And all game long, they've been finding blocks. Their focus on strong rim protection has helped stifle the opposing team's offense.
Zubac with the steal. Leonard attacking. Out to Covington. Out to the right wing. Zubac passes to George. And the Clippers miss again.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Pass to Adams. George with a steal. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Leonard passes to Zubac. Out to Covington. George outside. No good that time. Now Memphis takes it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. There's a minute 26 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Morant. Stolen by Wall. Bane against George. Stolen by Bane. Oh, George with a steal. To the inside. Leonard. He's got it. 6 of 10 now.
And who do you call when you need a big bucket for this team more and more? It's Kawhi.
Outside Morant. 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Wow. That takes steady nerves right there.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Here's Wall. Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings him within one. And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now.
Morant, pass to Jackson. And it's all from three-point range.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Pass to George. Back to Leonard. To take the lead. Oh, bang! Home the three.
And as a defender, you are left somewhat helpless to stop that. Leonard with too many moves in his arsenal and a flood of ice water in his veins.
And here's Morant outside. He's off from three. Bane, the pass to Morant. Three-pointer, Brooks. Off target from downtown. So a close game. Sees the Clippers taking this one. What a performance they had here at home today.
I'll tell you what. These are the...
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
Steve, as we know, this should be a battle of the backcourts. And you know something about that. Who did you, when you played, love to face and play against?
Well, two of the guys that come to mind right offhand as far as backcourt players was Michael Jordan and Penny Hardaway. Love facing those guys. And then at the end of my career, I love watching Allen Iverson, not guarding him.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. The backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's McDaniels at the three, the small forward.
Tremendous intensity from Gobert. He sees an opening and leaps up for a slam.
Wall dishes to Leonard. That's good. And so Wall with the assist.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Outside, Russell. Out to Edwards. It's stolen by Wall. Leonard with the ball. Now defended by Gobert. Pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Great vision on that pass. Kawhi moving it to the open teammate.
And after the 24 season, John Wall back in action. Bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. If he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly third option for LA.
Clock at 4. Back to Russell. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. I spoke briefly with Chris Finch. He told me they have to lean on their post game tonight. He wants them to get the ball into the block each time down the floor and pound those guys inside. Sounds like this could be a real physical battle, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David. Now, here's Wall. High post, Zubac. Takes it out to Covington. 5 on the clock. Wall passes to Leonard. Minnesota with the rebound.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Gobert, the pass to McDaniels. Towns dishes to Gobert. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
On the wing, George. The kick out to Wall. Back to George. Puts up a 3. And it's Russell with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
It's Edwards on the wing. Towns finds Russell. There's the pass to McDaniels. Out to Russell. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin. Get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Now, here is George. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Good on the shot.
What a simple move by Paul George. He really had the ball on a string.
Russell passes to Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Towns. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Improving to be a prolific scorer from anywhere on the floor. That's a gimme for Towns.
And Wall kicks to George. Zubac a screen on Edwards. Pass to Covington. Leonard attacking outside for George. Here's Wall. The Clippers rebound. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Ball to the Timberwolves.
Minnesota in the lead. Outside Russell. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Russell. And he uses the glass on the lane.
The gentle touch inside. Russell really improving as a finisher.
Outside Wall. Passes it to Zubac. It's good.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Russell against Wall. The pass to Towns. Got it off in time. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in.
Nice defense by Robert Covington. He has the classic 3-and-D skill set.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Timberwolves?
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Now here's Edwards. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. 6 on the shot clock. And he goes big with the dunk right over Robert Covington.
Man, what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Back to McDaniel. And pushing it out. Here's Los Angeles. And it's George finishing it off.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Now, here is George from deep three-point range. And it's Russell with the rebound. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Pass to McDaniels. Russell looking it over. Tries the spin move. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Edwards dishes to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Kicks it out to Covington. From past the arc. And the free ball is good. Covington's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Right side, Edwards. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Leonard inside. Russell's there. Back to George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 3 assists now in this one. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Trailing by 2. Russell passes to Edwards. Towns sets the pick for Edwards. From deep. Doesn't go for it. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Leonard inside. McDaniels defending. Zubac kicks to George. And here's Covington from the arc. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. Edwards with it. Now Covington defending. Towns for three. Wall's knocked loose. Stolen by George. Oh, and here we go. Wall's got it. The fast break chance. And the foul called on Edwards. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
1:30 left to play here in the second quarter. Nobody near Leonard. Off target from three-point range.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Clippers in the lead. Outside Covington. Outside Wall. Takes it out to Leonard. And he's good on the three ball. Leonard's got 6 points.
The three-point numbers for Kawhi Leonard, they show this man is elite from deep.
Russell passes to Towns. Back to Russell. The kick out to Towns. Has to go big. Like it's 6. They get a hand on it. Leonard with the steal. Outside, George. Driving the lane, and he slaps it down right on top of Karl-Anthony Towns.
Letting it all hang out when George takes flight. Just enjoy the show.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
It'll be a jump ball.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Aggressive play from Kawhi Leonard, drawing the foul and still taking his shot.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. There's 14 seconds left in the second quarter. Russell finds Gobert. Outside Edwards. To end the run, and the layup is up and in. Edwards got 4 points now in the quarter.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage. Okay, David, much appreciated. Third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Paul George really making a difference here.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, we've got Naz Reid. Kyle Anderson is out there with Prince, and it's Noel in at the shooting guard position. Morris, and he lays it straight in. Morris has got the lead up to 9 now for the Clippers. If you look at the current stars in the league, Steve, and team compositions, it seems like the big man is truly back. Is it because he can do more things than just play down low?
Definitely, Kevin. They can dominate with their size, with rebounding and manning the paint offensively and defensively. But then now you have guys that can get out, start the break, finish the break, and knock down threes.
And Batum kicks to Morris. And that one hits back iron.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
McLaughlin, the pass to Noel. Reverses. And the layup is good.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
outside Batum. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Quick off his feet, the long arms, easy jam for Jackson.
Timberwolves trail by 9, and now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thanks very much. The reviews have been good for the league's moves to eliminate foul calls on non-basketball moves. The NBA said it wanted the game to be played, not manipulated. Draymond Green says it helps to know that you'll have more of a fair opportunity as a defender. Guys can't just cheat the system. Kevin, back to you.
That's great to see, David. Thank you. Here's Reed, and the layup's good off the glass.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Smitty, you can tell Norman Powell has worked very hard in his game.
You know, he just wants to excel at whatever assignment he's given. Kevin, he once said, I've been in every single role on a team, from bench guy to starter, so he knows how to give you value anywhere on the floor. We've seen Kadar steadily increase his three-point shots. Terrific accuracy here.
Anderson, a screen on Kennard. Noel, no good. Clippers leading by 12. The three. Dives for it. Reed with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Noel passes to McLaughlin. Anderson outside to the left wing. Here's McLaughlin. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Clock at 2. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And Morris has got the ball here for Los Angeles. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. And now Minnesota on the fast break. And it's good, 2 points. Noel's got his second bucket.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
And there's a foul called on Naz Reid. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
We've got 1:18 left to play in the third. Now here's Jackson. He's covered closely.
The flat-out speed of Reggie Jackson. No struggles getting to the rim and then doing something about it when he gets there.
Passes it to McLaughlin. Now here's Reed. Defended by Batum. Prince dishes to Anderson. 6 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Reed kicks to Prince. A three-pointer off the mark. Clippers leading by 12.
Foul to the Timberwolves.
The Clippers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
And with Reggie Jackson, it's a testament to his natural talent that he often leaves us wanting a little bit more.
Here's Noel. Kennard covering. The pass to McLaughlin. Here's Reed. Timberwolves mixing it around. Noel, no good. Now Kennard. He has 5. Morris outside. Powell, no one around him. With the second effort, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Los Angeles looking at a 13. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Zubac finds Wall, kicks it out to Leonard. Russell against Wall. Pass to Zubac. Just 4 to shoot. For 3. Wall, no luck. Timberwolves trail by 13. Pass to McDaniels. Stolen by George. And oh, here we go. Wall, nobody back. And Wall slams it home.
Because of George's strong defensive instincts, he's able to consistently disrupt opponents.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. And it's Russell missing. Clippers leading by 15. Down low, Covington kicks to Zubac. Wall passes to George. Kicks it out to Leonard. No good from outside. Minnesota's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Minnesota again turning it over.
Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted possession.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Outside, Covington. Fires the 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Edwards kicks to Towns. Misses the 3. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Their defense, it's their defense. It has been downright incredible so far. Being disruptive and coming up with steals left and right.
And also, guys, they push the ball and been able to score in transition, trying to take advantage of playing in the open floor as often as possible. He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
And the dunk by Towns.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg, believe me.
My
But confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. And here's the break. McDaniels, he doesn't hit that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Outside Leonard. To the inside. Stolen by McDaniels. Russell against Covington. Russell passes to Towns. He kicks to Edwards. Back to Towns. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And it's 8 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
And how about the agility of Towns? Cutting with purpose there after setting the screen. Great display of his basketball IQ.
Outside Leonard. Back to Zubac. And it's Wall in the corner. Nailed from three-point land. Wall's got 5 points now this quarter.
A strong decision maker with good floor awareness. Wall concluded that the catch and shoot was the right move.
Covington with the steal. Edwards against George. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. And that'll be his third foul so far. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Outside, Covington. Leonard kicks to Covington. 5 to shoot. Back to Leonard. Three-pointer.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Clippers.
Their superior ball handling won it for them.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is the perfect example of what happens when you do.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this one. Such an overall great performance it was for George.
You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
result.
To the paint. Gobert, no good.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
No, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
Out to Russell. Lets it fly from 18. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Foul to the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert. That's his third personal foul. Third team foul.
No good on that one.
At the line for LA, Robert Covington. Taking 2 shots.
That one is no good. Russell with it. Left side, Towns. Off target from the wing. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. First one falls for him.
Offensive juggernaut and aggressive defender. Kawhi is just a total package, in my opinion. Brings a winning mindset as well.
So the Clippers winning this one easily, even early on in this one. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for...